Hi, Phyllis here from southernfrugal.com. Today we're going to have a somewhat German meal for our biggest meal of the day. So I wanted to make some small German dumplings, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing this right, Spatzle. That's what the little teeny little German dumplings are. And I've actually had them with gravy on them before, with butter. They're just really good. Alright, so we're going to make a small little batch today because we're going to turn our little roast pork into more of a German dish. Alright, so the first thing we need is a large egg, and I do have that at room temperature. And we want to use just 1/4 cup of water. Got 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Now I'll go ahead and put my spices in now. I put a couple of dashes of paprika, 1, 2, and really 1 good dash of ground nutmeg, 1. Now you won't really taste those in the dumplings, but it just gives it a little bit of a different taste. Alright, so you're going to mix your egg and water and your little spices together. And then we're going to add just 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Now we might need a little flour, so a little more than that, but we're just going to wait and see. And I did sift the flour before I measured it, because there'll be quite a bit of difference in flour after you sift it. See if I can do this without making a mess. Just put the rest of it in. And a lot of times at German restaurants, you have this with almost every meal. It's kind of like the bread for the meal, really. I'm going to mix that up really good. Okay, now I'm going to add just a touch more flour. Maybe about a little more than a tablespoon more. Just mix that up really good. Alright, that should do it. So now we've got a pot of boiling water. Now I'm going to wait till this is really at a rolling boil. And what I'm going to do, see this? I'm going to spoon this batter into this little, it's like a colander, and it's got the little holes, which gives me the right diameter, really, for my little dumplings, because they're really very small. Now this water is salted. Alright, so these are going to cook for about 5 minutes or a little more, just until they're tender. Alright, so we're ready. Let me get something to put under that. Hold on. Now, if you are German, or with German ancestry, and your mama makes these all the time, just understand that I'm from the South, and I did have, my previous sister-in-law was German. So, you know, I know that people do it different in different locations. So I'm just going to pour this right in there, in that little colander, and any colander would work that's got the little small holes. And again, you can double and triple this recipe. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let some of it come out and fall into that water. Alright, so once I've got some of it out, I'm going to, oh, wait a minute, let me turn this up so you can see. Actually, why don't we just come closer? There. Alright, see that on the bottom? Right there? Okay, I'm going to scrape that off with a knife and let them fall into the water. So just take a spoon, mash them through, and let them fall into the water. And if they don't fall really good, just take your knife and scrape them off. Now I'm using the back side of the knife. Just take your knife, got a straight edge of it, and scrape them off. Again, I'm just using the back of my spoon to somewhat mash this through there. I'm going to turn the burner down a little bit. So this will make teeny little dumplings that are really seasoned more in the German way. And no, my ancestry is not German, but I just happen to really like German food. Take the flat edge of the knife, scrape them off. Alright, we've about got all this through here. Actually, the bottom of a glass would probably work better. A straight bottom of a glass would probably work better to get this batter through these little holes. I think we've got it all through there. All right, that's it. So we're going to let those cook for just a few more minutes, and then I'm going to use my little, this is kind of a Asian type little dipper strainer thing. So yeah, we'll just let this cook for a couple more minutes and we'll be back. Okay, my little German dumplings are done and ready to be taken up, so I'm just going to use this little scoop. Let them drain a little bit. And I guess what really makes them German is the fact that they've got the little nutmeg in them, and they've got paprika in them, and sometimes you serve them with gravy on top. Now I'm going to actually just put some butter on them. I get them all out of there. Alright, so that's all done. Now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put a few little dollops of butter on them. There they are. So I'm just going to stir that around a little bit. There you have it. All right, so we will see y'all next time. Now I'm going to serve this with some pork that I've made somewhat like German dill weed pork is what it's going to be, and some red cabbage, and I'm actually going to have some collards also. All right, so we will see y'all next time.